Yo. What's good with the Black Goose family? How everybody doing out there? Get the light a little bit better. What's good with it though? We here. You know what I'm saying? We about to watch the comeback of Adrien Broner after this here co-main event. I got my speaker. Let me turn that down a little bit. But what's up? Salute the people, man. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Hopefully the volume's straight. I could check it. I could definitely check it. So I'll probably do that. But Robert Easter, man. Robert Easter looked good, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was impressed by how Robert Easter was looking, man. I thought he did a lot of solid work. Let me make sure I sound cool. Yo, what's good with it? Are you been at Snipers? Ain't been that long, I don't think. Oh, don't do that to Abner. Don't call him out like that. That's disrespectful, low ball. Oh, don't do that to Abner. Don't call him out like that. Okay, cool. It sounds cool. It sounds like it's coming from my shit. Sound loud in the mud. Let me turn it down a little bit. I don't need to be picking up all that. But salute to the people, man. If y'all up in here, man, hit that like button, man. Show some love. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed. You know what it's like. It starts at like 11 or 12. I'll probably switch from both. I'll have both of them up. Knowing me. I want to make sure the sound on point. Salute to the likes though, man. Y'all keep dropping them, man. We here for it. I'm also watching. I'm gonna be watching Blaydes versus Lewis too. I think the co-main event for that card's right now. So see how that is. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even really want these joints on like that. I think it sounds cool, so I'm gonna rock with it. I'm trying to relax. But salute people, man. What's good with it? How y'all day been going? How's Saturday been? Blaydes versus Burt. Okay. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna for sure watch it. I'm like, we still got a minute. I'm like 11 or 12. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie to you though. If that joint starts at 12, I don't know if I'll be able to make it to 12. But like I'm figuring a lot of fights. I don't know if I'll be able to make it to 12 for that fight though, because I'm like Adrien Broner. I don't think this fight gonna go 12 rounds. Brazil versus Loung. And then I'm like, I think Blaydes versus Lewis is next. I do think the Adrien Broner versus Santiago fight is gonna go all 12 rounds though, unless Broner is on some crazy, something different. Salute to the people though, man. I hope this fight don't go all 12 rounds. I'll be disappointed if that happens. You know what? I should have actually kept it Bluetooth. That'd have been smart. See, that's some smart shit right there. I won't lie though. Brazil is still hittable, man. But Wallen isn't really. He ain't showing up to me like that. He's trying to box a little bit too much, in my opinion. I feel like if he kind of like settled down a little bit. Maybe use a little bit more combination punches, probably.
Yeah, it's definitely giving Brazil trouble, with that stance, being a lefty,
all right,
landing that left.
Yeah, man, I'm cool with the sound. Sounds cool. It's a little crispy. I won't lie to you, but I've been better days. I won't lie. Broner should give him work, man. Hopefully he don't end up being like Jojo Diaz though. Cause I'm like JoJo, man. He was giving everything by the mailman, by the FedEx driver. Came in quick, gave him that work. It was a draw, right? Or did they give they let Diaz narrowly get away with the split decision? Cause I couldn't watch that no more, man. I won't lie though, man. That Easter fight was good, and I thought it was a good fight.
And after you bring up a great point, I mean, the mental aspect of combat sports is paramount, and thus far, there's Brazil trying to put together a 1-2.
You can tell Wallen don't really got power like that. Because I'm like, Brazil was standing toe to toe with that man. He got beat up. I can't remember though what they did to fight or who they said won it. That was a good little 3-2 though.
In that fight, and even had Brazil down in that fight.
Brazil has Blaydes in the corner, but see Blaydes using that lead jab to escape back to the center of the ring, and Brazil just
If Wilder fight either one of these young men, that's not a good fight for either one of them.
Blaydes doing a fantastic job. He's not trying to be the pressure fighter right now. He's trying to fight from the outside, you know. Fight him not having to reach. Your hands up the back of his head. No, let go. When I'm like, big
distance. Rough stuff on the inside. We're through with the fight through.
Got to come a little bit closer to the mic, man. Get a little bit better sound up in here. No, I'm a fan of Brazil too. I'm not going to disrespect him neither, but I'm not going to lie to you. He doesn't look the best. You know, he's standing between every round, so he's showing he got the cardio. He's trying to stay aware, but at the same time, I'm like, Brazil, he's an older fighter though. He's 35. Both of the knockouts he's had in his career, they've been against, I guess, the top heavyweights, but they've been nasty.
Throws the left hand, but that set up the right hook, and he got the right hook in there.
Brazil, he just kind of be stuck in the mud when he fight.
Again, even though the height reaches for Brazil, it's been a while that Blaydes landed.
But at the same time, I'm like, with Wallen being the younger fighter, it is only round 3 though, so you know you gotta let him kind of get geared up. But so far, you know, Wallen, he winning pretty easily.
Trainer of champions like Gennady Golovkin, Murat Gassiev, Terry Norris, Orlin Norris, and Lupe Aquino. So a new voice in the corner of Dominic Brazil. Meanwhile, Blaydes, trained by 54-year-old Joey Gamache, the former super featherweight and lightweight champion.
Salute to the people, though, man. I think Blaydes versus Lewis is supposed to be the next fight up on the UFC card. Oh, that was a beautiful counter from Wallen off that low left hook from Brazil. Yeah, Wallen might put that man Brazil down, man. Brazil was getting hit. He can't touch Wallen right now. Wallen's starting to kind of show up. I like this.
And look what he's doing. He did a little while ago. He's setting up that left hand. He's throwing that jab. He's throwing one. And like I mentioned,
Brazil having trouble against him being a southpaw too.
Talking about Brazil's jab,
you can tell.
Better. He's only landed 3 so far in this fight, and he's going to have to do better than that, which is going to set up his right hand to land.
Yeah, man. Brazil looks slow, man. Nah, is they still playing? I for sure wasn't watching that. There we go. I'm like, man, Lion was a little trash, man. Who won? The Lakers. I bet the Lakers took a L.
Has landed 27 power punches. In fact, he's landed 47% of the.
Nah, it would be on this one.
So that's a very high percentage.
Yeah, if you land 50% of their votes, and you're probably having a very strong night.
Oh, the Lakers taking the L, man. Oh, look like they about to lose. Still a lot of time though left. Is AD still not playing? And Schroeder?
Going to the body with the right hand. Brazil at least is throwing that right hand now, so he's going to have to do that if he wants to get back in this fight.
but it almost seems like he's trying to load up with every single punch. which makes him a lot slower. And Blaydes, you know, those punches.
I won't lie to you, man. This is a terrible fight. I'm really hoping the Santiago fight doesn't follow up the same way. That's crazy. I said Santiago. That the Broner fight. It's really the Broner fight, but yeah, Broner versus Santiago.
Backing up for a counter opportunity against Brazil. Brazil jab doesn't throw it. 9 minutes are in the books here in this heavyweight tilt at the fight sphere.
Brazil Lobo look like he getting tired. Sometimes watching heavyweights fight, it can either be amazing or it can be this. And we're gonna see it's the same thing with MMA, man. I'll be seeing the same thing in MMA, man. He good, man. Last time I talked to him was probably February 20th. I want to say the beginning of the month, man. Probably the beginning of the month. Last time I real talked to him, we just really chopped it up, was probably January. And he was good at that time. I'm trying to wait, man. Maybe when there's like a good like a big card or something like that, I could try and probably do like, you know what I'm saying, a StreamYard with him or something. Do a little split cold type joint. I just don't know no really big fights that are coming up like that. That's not even worth it. I know Canelo fight next week, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like, even this fight, if you want to be real with it, like, but this is still a good card because the Easter versus Martin fight, I was impressed by that fight. I enjoyed that fight. This fight, not so much. Yeah, I'm same time you got Blaydes versus Curtis. I'm thinking maybe that jab though, looked like it put that man Brazil down. Brazil looked like he lost in there, but maybe the Israel Adesanya versus Jean Blackwicket, that card. Maybe see if I can go do a code thing for that one because that's a good card right there. But this just ain't no boxing though, really. I haven't really heard of nothing. No, I'm gonna try and I'm gonna get some lotion. I'm feeling like I'm looking a little ashy up there. Yeah, March 5th. So I'm gonna see maybe we can do something on that. Hey, if y'all in here, you ain't hit that like button, man. Show some love, man. Hit the like button. But yeah, I won't lie, man. This Brazil Wallen fight, it's not doing it for me. I hope this doesn't go 12 rounds. But luckily, the Blaydes versus Lewis fight is coming up, so I can go ahead and watch that because this is not a good fight, man. I just don't know, like no big, really like good boxing fights coming up. I know who is it? Maurice Hooker. Who's Maurice Hooker fighting? Is he fighting Virgil Ortiz Jr.? I think Maurice Hooker is fighting Virgil Ortiz Jr. That's man. Hooker be taking some crazy fights, man. Yeah, man. I gotta have the lotion ready, man. Yeah, she sometimes, man. Gotta stay moisturized, man. Okay, yeah. Luckily, the Blaydes versus Lewis fight is coming up next. I be having lotion multiple places in the crib. So before I leave, if I forget, there it is. When I just happen to be walking by it, it's measured. I still feel like that, but okay. This heavyweight fight's terrible, man. Nothing worse than watching two heavyweights box. Honestly, though, Blaydes versus Lewis, it can either be boring as hell or exciting as hell because Blaydes can potentially, and he will, because if DC was able to do it, Blaydes will be able to do it. He's going to take him down. He's going to control him. Now, will he be able to finish Lewis on the ground like he's done a lot of people? That's going to be interesting to see. But will Lewis be able to land a big shot on Blaydes? Because Blaydes only been knocked out by Francis. So does Lewis have Francis type power? That's the question. Because Lewis fought DC, he lost. If Francis fought DC, would Francis lose? Excuse me. I believe so. I do actually. I do believe that. Especially like DC versus John DC, the DC that fought John Jones versus Francis, DC is gonna win. Not even close. Absolutely, you got to keep the lotion in all aspects, in all areas, in all circumferences of the crib. Yeah, man, I actually thought this was going to be more of an exciting fight. You know what I'm saying? I actually thought it was going to be a knockout by now, but it's ended up being a boxing match with Wallen and Brazil, which isn't the most exciting thing because neither of them necessarily put together combinations very well. Neither of them are very fast. Neither of them. It's just like this. Anyways, I don't want to disrespect neither one of them, so it's hard for me to really say anything. It's just one of them fights, man. It's a heavyweight fight, and heavyweight fights are, you know, especially if you're not watching the elite of it, you know, it's universally, it's either to go one or two of the ways. It's gonna be and with the other way, unfortunately. Brazil, though, he got a big his right eye, man. His right eye got a lot going on, man. And Brazil was taking a lot of shots. If I was Brazil, man, I would maybe, after this Wallen fight, take a couple more lower level fights after this, and then come back and try and get one more big money fight. And I would think about go ahead and hanging it up, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Brazil don't have much left in the tank. And I feel the same way. This is no disrespect, because I want to see my people, you know, be able to thrive and do something past the sport. Same thing to my man Gerald Washington, man. He was never the same after the Wilder knockout. And I think maybe you could take maybe 2 to 3 more fights and then maybe try to get you a money fight real quick. And by a money fight, I mean maybe like a. For some reason, Brazil keeps falling down to the floor, man. It's weird. So Brazil might be this close to giving up, because his eyes look crazy. The Blaydes fight right now. All right, let me check. Derek Lewis is entering the octagon at this very moment. Brazil looks terribly out of shape, man. He always did to me, though.
It demonstrates exactly on what he felt twice right there. I mean, there's no reason for him to go down.
Man, I think if Wallen really just bit down and pressed the issue, I think he could finish Brazil if he wanted to. Brazil don't look like he want to be in there no more, man. You know what's terrible to me? It wasn't recently, but maybe 2-3 weeks ago. Apparently, Bermain Sterveen fought. I can't remember his name, but he was like supposed to be the heavyweight champ, and he has been off for so long, and he got knocked out again, man. Sterveen, man, his career after those Wilder losses, terrible. So, boxing could be a hell of a sport. 2, Brazil's eye looks terrible. They're gonna need to stop this fight. I think it's gonna be a smart idea to stop this fight. If I was the corner, I would mark Breland this whole situation. Swelled that thing all the way up. Oh, yeah. It looks almost like it was a reaction. Either way, man, that's nasty. All right, here comes Blaydes. Blaydes is walking out. I'm going to check. I'm going to see if the Blaydes fight is starting right now. How about that? Types of fights. Let's see what's happening, man. Chill out. All that. Like, come on, man. Oh, yeah, it looks like it's about to start. Okay, I'll keep that on the sidelines, too. I got 3 fights going. We at the co-main event. So honestly, Brazil looks like he's about to give up at any minute. Brother keeps on ducking his head down and he keeps on taking. He looks so. I'm pretty sure there's no way this fight is either going to go past this round or the next round. So I'm pretty sure the co-main event's going to end pretty soon. So not long, man. Not long at all. Maybe about 15, 20 minutes. I say we're looking at a starting time at the very latest at 10:30 for the Broner Santiago fight. Depends on how long they're trying to push it. Because I don't know if this is on free TV. I see PBC, so it is on free TV. So there's going to be a lot of commercials. So, but I'm sure they didn't expect this particular fight to go that long. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna give it like 15 to 20 minutes, but latest 10:30. I'm gonna say 10:30 is when the Broner Santiago fight is gonna start at the latest. But Brazil to me looks like he about to give up any time. I'm pretty sure it's free TV. It says PBC. I hope they did not disrespect the people who make this pay-per-view. Even though that Easter Martin fight, it was a good fight if you enjoy watching boxing. I thought Easter looked incredible in there. But luckily, I got this Blaydes Lewis fight about to start, so I got this over here. And the Blaydes fight, Burchell versus Blaydes, yeah, that look like it's about to start too, man. All types of fights happening up in here. If y'all up in here, y'all didn't hit the like button, that's disrespectful. Hit the like button, show some love. Of course, I can't show the fights, man. Come on, man. It's 2021. The fact that people still hopping other people's chats and ask that is crazy to me, man. And I understand situations, and I'm never gonna do that because I don't know where you're from, I don't know what country. So everyone doesn't have the same, you know what I'm saying, capabilities to access certain things. Even though I'm pretty sure most places they do, but some places they don't. So I don't know. But no, I can't do that. Come on now. You can barely even let they'll play. They'll copyright you a flag unless you're talking over that joint. But salute to the people, man. Salute to everybody. Show some love. Hit that like button if y'all ain't hit it, man. So Blaydes versus Burchell, I ain't really follow like that. You followed him like that at Snipers? I don't really follow him like that. The Brazil versus Walton fight, it's not what no one expected. Blaydes versus Lewis is about to happen, so I'm with that. That's gonna be this. Blaydes versus Lewis is gonna have its moments. It's gonna have moments where it's gonna be slow. It's gonna have moments where it's gonna be fast. But I think this is gonna be a 3-round fight. And as always, as much as I'm a fan of Blaydes, I think he's very skilled. I'm a Lewis fan. At the end of the day, I got Lewis by 3rd round knockout. Because I think it's only inevitable that after Francis and Stipe fight, and if Francis loses, we gotta have a Francis versus Derek Lewis too. We gotta have that. But I think we can have it even if Lewis loses to Blaydes. So, but a lot of people don't think Ngannou gonna lose to Stipe. They got him as a favorite because Ngannou versus John Jones would be money. Good friends. Was they training partners or anything like that? Or they like grew up together like they was real friends? But like, I'm watching it. I'm on. I got it up. Right now though. I'm paying attention to the Blaydes versus Lewis. In this case, you might be this Wallen Brazil fight. Even though I thought Brazil was gonna be out in the next couple rounds, he's still going. So that's a terrible fight, man. No disrespect to either one of them. Here we go. Blaydes Lewis. We in. Lewis is always taking his time. This is a 5-round fight right here. Blaydes he's moving side to side, feints. Nice leg kick. Blaydes is gonna be able to get a real close. So that's gonna be a rivalry. So I'm in on that. I'm all in, especially as long as there's Wallen fights on. It's not a good fight. It's interesting. Derek Lewis, the difference between him and Francis is just he's so much more unathletic in the capabilities of how he can utilize his power than Francis. Right? He sits and he lets them come because he's like, I'm not going to chase you. One, because I don't have the cardio for it. Two, I'm not that fast. So you'll get away from me. So I have to let you come to me. Francis can go at you because he's that fast. But Lewis, the thing I think he has over Francis is his chin. But Francis never had his chin touched, so we don't know what it's like. So let's see how Blaydes fares against the power of Lewis. Let's see if he decides to strike with Lewis. That was an exchange. Blaydes felt comfortable because he's faster. He got up the exchange better. I thought he looked a little bit quicker with his hands, but like I said, Derek Lewis is an unathletic Francis Ngannou. So reminds me of Roy Nelson, actually. Very similar. Ooh, that jab, nice. Utilize that, Blaydes. So Blaydes is being very respectful of Lewis's power by not going in too quick or too soon for the takedown. Excuse me. Excuse me. My bad, y'all. Tell me my allergies gonna start acting up. Blaydes and Lewis is going exactly how I expected. Oh! Lewis is getting touched up by Blaydes. The hands of Blaydes, man, in these exchanges, man. Lewis is getting touched up. He's too slow. I'm telling you, man, if Blaydes is able to TKO and KO Lewis, man, make this man the next in line for the title shot. So he's looking for the counter off the leg kick, Lewis. That's smart. The Wallen Brazil fight ain't been good, man. Yeah, go ahead, look at that eye, and if you got to stop the fight, man, go ahead and do it. Ain't no one's going to be upset about it. No disrespect to the fighters. Blaydes is being very careful, working off that jab. So Lewis might get his ass knocked out. Oh, Lewis might get knocked out. Blaydes striking looks amazing, man. He's putting them together. He's quicker. Lewis ain't even be able to land a clean shot on Blaydes. It's crazy, though. You can't do that to get Francis, because even though Blaydes' striking is technically better than Francis's athletic ability, that's what makes him so scary, because he can throw them things so quick. Oh, Blaydes with some big shots on Lewis. Who would have thought in a striking exchange, Lewis would be the one dominating and taking over. Blaydes would be the one dominating and taking over Lewis. It looks great, though. I love it, man. A little bit more of them leg kicks. Keep them out there, man. That's going to be your bread and butter for this whole fight. Beautiful.
I want to target that eye. If the doctor was looking at it already, you target that eye. You make them stop the fight.
Okay, eye poke. I'll say this, though, man. Wallen versus Brazil, man, disappointing at the very least.
It's cruel and brutal, but as fighters at our corner always tell us, go for the eye, go for the cut. You have to. The hurt business.
What's good? Brazil, the problem in this fight is, and we circled that age of 35. Dominic Brazil, off that layoff and the loss, is looking shot more. And And that's the problem for him.
Yeah, man. That's the first round goes to Blaydes. Blaydes winning all the striking exchanges. So is Blaydes with Henry Hoof? I don't think so. But I feel like Blaydes is gonna look for the takedown this next round. Valdez fight hasn't started yet. Burchell. So I'm just enjoying this Blaydes versus Lewis right here. You know what I'm saying? I see Brazil, man. He's coming back, man. He's coming back strong, but still. Man, Brazil out there throwing, man. Missing.
I don't mind that shit selling it, but it's gotta be here. It'll take you a bit, right? So you need to miss. It's gotta be here. Bring it on. Bring it on.
What happened? So when them strike is my bad. Lewis is definitely losing. Blaydes is showing good takedown defense from Lewis, but Blaydes is showing, hey man, I'm faster and my combination punches are a lot more deadly when it comes to these striking exchanges, and he can use his range now, which is a very big plus when it comes to Blaydes' side. Lewis, the fact that he was able to prevent the takedown, that was impressive. That was different from Lewis. Lewis is gonna have to figure out though what you're gonna do. 27 significant strikes from Blaydes to 3 significant strikes from Lewis. So that says a lot. That was another eye poke. His hands was open. He reached out. That was Herb. You got to take control of that. But at the same time, we've seen Lewis get outstruck, you know what I'm saying, through multiple rounds and be able to land that one big shot. That's all he's looking for. As of now, Lewis's chin is holding up because he's taking some big shots from Blaydes, man. But I got to respect. Oh, the uppercut dropped him. Oh, my God. Remember I said third round KO. I said third round KO from Lewis. So it's literally Francis Ngannou without the same athletic power. Remember what I said? Jesus Christ, that uppercut dropped him. The extra 2 punches from Lewis wasn't worth it. He did not have to do that. Blaydes was already out. Jesus Christ. Blaydes went right. That's unfortunate, man. And he's a wrestler, so that's something he would be conditioned to do. But he didn't need to wrestle. I thought Blaydes was safe staying on his feet. Christ. And he was out, and he took 2 extra power. You got to be faster than that, Herb. You got to be faster than that, man. You got to Herb. Jesus Christ. What a knockout. That was disgusting. I feel bad for Curtis because he's actually better than him being knocked out by guys like Lewis and Ngannou. It's just sometimes when you going against strikers, especially nowadays, wrestling isn't as effective as it was back in the day. There's so many counters now. People are like, we're just looking for the head of the. We could throw the uppercut. We could throw a knee. So traditional wrestling isn't, you know what I'm saying? Even look at Kamaru Usman, what he did. He knows he has to get his striking better because just traditional wrestling for these bigger weight classes where there's power, it's like that's not working the same way, man. Distance control striking is just getting so much better. It's like all we got to do is time. I remember I said third round KO from Lewis. Blaydes looked great on his feet. Blaydes should have stayed on his feet. There was no reason for him to look for the takedown. But so there was no reason. He was winning every exchange. And he lost because I'm pretty sure Lewis and his team, which it looks like he was with Henry Hooft. He added Henry Hooft to the team, but I'm not going to confirm that yet. I got to look at this during the winner announcement. But they probably plan. They say, hey, whenever he goes for this takedown, throw that uppercut. So you're talking to somebody who, all right, you're not as athletic as maybe a Corey Sandhagen, or even not even that. The body weight doesn't allow you to do something and time something in that matter. Or even in that case, You don't want to utilize that much energy with how much body weight you're carrying. So instead of, doing the jump knee, let's throw an uppercut. Because they're ducking their head low. It's the same thing like in boxing. If somebody ducks their head low forward in front of you, you're going to throw that uppercut. And they timed it. That looked like it was planned. So that's an unfortunate situation, man, for Blaydes, man, because I think Blaydes is a great contender. I think he's a beast. No, that's not Hoof. Okay, so I've been wrong this whole time. That's not Henry Hoof. Yeah, Blaydes don't even remember what happened. That sucks, man. So knocked out losses once to Lewis. So it's like Lewis got this W, right? His takedown defense looked better in my opinion because when it came down to his takedown defense, you didn't get taken down by Blaydes, and that's what I saw when it came down to it. I was like, damn, like he might be getting pieced up in these exchanges, but the fact that he's not letting Blaydes get comfortable and be able to take him down, that's going to be a problem. So Lewis walking straight out. He not doing a. Oh yeah, they do the post fight interview, right? Yeah, I forgot.
Brazil's never been 10 rounds, so he's in some territory. He knows that.
The Brazil Wallen fight, though, I'll say right now, man, from the bottom of my heart, terrible. Blaydes doesn't even realize what happened, man. That's crazy. He ducked right into that uppercut.
I'll ask you this question, sir. We watch this fight unfold. We see what Adrien's been able to do successfully. We talk about maybe an uptick in offense. Anything?
Damn, that's a crazy ass knockout.
Well, Wonder Boy's got to stay off the ropes. I think he was buzzed.
All right, hold up. I want to hear his
Well, it seemed that you knew that the takedown was coming because you backed yourself up against the fence and just kind of waited for it. But take a look at the screen and just talk us through the knockout, please, because it was spectacular.
That's the only punch I was waiting for the whole fight. So,
I told you.
The uppercut on the knee. So that's all I was waiting on. I didn't care about the 1-2, the jab, anything.
I mean, you're on quite the roll now, and of course, you just knocked out a very highly ranked opponent in Curtis Blaydes. If he was victorious tonight, he was talking about fighting for the title in the future. What do you foresee in your near future in terms of your mixed martial arts career?
Okay. I heard John Jones is coming up, so it's making no sense for me to say I'm gonna fight for the title. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna come up and fight heavyweight, so we'll just see. Ain't no telling.
Okay. Well, listen, so John Jones, Steve Miocic, Francis Ngannou, of course, I'm sure you've got designs on all of them. If you had your way, which one would you like to fight?
I guess Steve.
Yeah. Well, listen.
I like the wrestlers.
Once again, I'm not surprised after tonight. You love those wrestlers. Derek, once again, you blow everybody's minds. Incredible performance. Well done. Maximum respect.
Thank you.
Derek Lewis, ladies and gentlemen.
Can't wait to see the Black Beast in there every single time, and he delivers to his fans once again.
Took that man out.
He'll take another knock.
Looks like Brazil over here trying to take out Wallen's head.
Come our main event, the return of
I'm gonna go ahead and watch this Blaydes fight right now. They said it's supposed to be the fight of the year. So let's come on over, man.
Russell Morris, the referee.
Let's come on over. It's Top Rank, so I'm not surprised. And they said it's supposed to be the fight of the year. Top Rank never fails to lie. Hey, if y'all in here, man, throw a like button if y'all ain't hit the like button. Show some love. Yeah, I'm out here, man. I'm watching it, man. And I'm ready for this Broner fight. I'm ready for Wallen and Brazil to be over and the Broner fight to start. It's been long enough.
The fight of the year was Mexican versus Mexican. We had heard the names Pereira and Morales plenty this week. And perhaps like those two Mexican legends, this more than just one night. Maybe this is the first night
It says it's supposed to be the fight of the year, man. I'm here for it, man. Because I just watched a crazy ass knockout. Lewis dismantled Blaydes, and I didn't expect that in no type of way. It was beautiful. But I also felt bad for Blaydes because I'm a fan of Blaydes. That's a fact. Oh, Valdez out here, man. He throwing these haymakers.
He's gonna do what he always does. He takes a round two to warm up. He'll prod and palm with that left hand, and then he'll start to let both hands go to the body and to the head.
Oh, did Wallen get knocked down, bruh? Wallen to Brazil, man. They look tired in the mud.
It's just unnecessary right now. Just touch Burchell. Don't try to knock him out with one shot.
Oh, Brazil trying to knock out Wallen, man. Taking damage. If I was Brazil, if I get this win somehow and get a crazy knockout, I got to retire. There's no way you could think you do anything to anybody. My bad. I just see Brazil over here doing everything he can to get the knockout, man. I know I'm watching the Valdez Burchell fight too. It's a good fight, but I'm like Brazil over here, man, on his last leg, really trying to get a knockout. It's hard for me to turn away, but I'm watching both. I'm clicking between both. Cause I won't lie, I didn't think Brazil was gonna get to this point. But if he can do, I'm like, do something amazing, man. Tired. Valdez versus Burchell right now. I got this right now. I'm looking first round. So who's the champion? I don't know who the champion is. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Okay, bet. Salute to the people. Man, Brazil ain't got no choice but to throw it all out there. Either take an L to the young gun or try to get the knockout win, man. And let the main event come because I'm ready for it. So I had a good day, though, man. I had a good day, man. I can't complain. Excuse me. Wow, that brother. Good uppercut from Brazil. I won't lie to you. If y'all up in here though, man, show some love, man. Hit that like button, man. Like, I don't understand, man. Y'all don't want to show no love, man. Lou's first Blaydes was crazy though. But I called it. I said third round KO. I said maybe second round, but I said third round KO. It was a second round KO. It was a beautiful uppercut. I say this right now. Blaydes versus Burchell. Good fight. Solid fight. Dang, Burchell is 146. He got 6 pounds on Blaydes. Yeah, I think Burchell's going to win this one right here. So far, though, I'm not going to lie to you. I would not say this is going to be the fight of the year. Brazil looks crazy right now. If you're seeing Brazil versus Wallen, Brazil looks crazy. The shots, I appreciate you. Appreciate that. Throw them likes, man. Show some love, man. Hit them likes. If you're not part of the Black Goose family, hit the subscribe button. It's Fluence Lounge. This is what we do, man. We chill, we watch fights. Next weekend, we got the Canelo fight. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not too excited for that. I don't know what's going on the UFC side of the game. Not yet, brother. Not yet, Juan Rodriguez. Salute to you, but not yet, man. We got, look, so earlier, who hopped in? Who was that? Oh, Hamad. Hamad was asking, man, when the fight about to start? I was like, soon, man. Brazil look like he about to be out of there. I'll give Brazil that, man. He's still up in here. And it's the 12th round, and he lasted all the way to the 12th round. But I said at the latest, the fight's going to start at 10:30. So I wasn't wrong about that. It's 10:12. This fight's about to end. So most likely we're going to see the Broner Santiago fight actually start at 10:30. Because they're going to have to do the official decision. They're going to have to do the whole little talk about Broner and all that type stuff and promotion. And they're going to have to do the walkout. So the actual fight, them fighting each other, I think it's going to start at like 10:30. Salute to the likes, though. So I'm here for it, man, because I'm a Broner fan. I don't use like cards like this. I'm not a fan of. I would usually be out of here by now, but because it's Broner and Broner's been one of my favorite fighters, I want to watch this fight and I want to have the hope that either he's going to look as good as Robert Easter or he's going to knock young bro out. He's going to come back and he's going to make a statement. That's what I want to hope to see. That's my personal hope. I'm going to need to give me some water. I'm going to need no water. Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. It's snipers. And it's the beginning of the round too. When a promotion labels something as a fight, coming in with expectation, and it's like you can tell this is going to be one of those fights that's going to start picking up around the 6th, 7th round if it gets there. But I understand that because you got Broner fighting, so you gotta get people's eyes away. Wallen destroyed Brazil. 103 jabs, 129 power, 232 total punches landed compared to the Brazil's 91. Brazil needs to go ahead and retire. No disrespect, but it's about that time, Brazil. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you. But it's about that time. 35 years old in the heavyweight division. You know what I'm saying? A couple of knockout losses to the best. To the best. I'll give you that. It was to the best. But losing to a young up-and-comer, man, either be very careful about your next upcoming fights or, man, think about, hanging it up. Because I don't want nobody to end up like Bermain Sterveen. How Sterveen ended up was one of the more... I'm not even going to talk about it.
pricing wins for this. And the level of Blaydes should find out. Find out. Shows Jimmy Blaydes. Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds, the action is everyone's flashbacks to Blaydes.
Salute to the people, though. And you said, who'd you say was it? Burchell is the champ, huh? He's having some trouble getting some clean shots off of Blaydes. Is Blaydes undefeated or does he have an L? Because I'm like, right now, from what I'm watching, he's boxing good, man. Burchell, man. But I haven't been just laser, like pinpoint watching this fight, like jumping in and out. Look, Brazil got up out of there, man. Yeah, you know, it's time, man. It's about that time. Nothing wrong with that, brother. He had a great career. Great career. Okay, Blaydes, that makes sense, man. Because right now it looks like Blaydes might give another L to Burchell, man. Is this Blaydes' first time fighting for the belt? Yeah, Brazil's that time, man. He was with Abel Sanchez, and it didn't make no difference, brother. It's not about the trainer, it's about the fighter. You can be with anyone. Depends on what the fighter is capable of, brother. That is all that means. I think I accidentally kick my speakers out. There we go.
Drops his guard. He thought a body shot was coming. He dropped his guard. Opening for that movie right here. But to his favor, it took him credit. He was able to take that shot.
This could have been even uglier had Loung had even more. Left hook again from Blaydes. Let's look at Adrien Ward's card. 3-zip. Blaydes, who was.
Yeah, they got Blaydes winning all 3 rounds. Like, just from the little bit I was watching, I was like, Blaydes looked like he winning the fight, man. He controlling this. Burchell looked like he about to lose his belt unless he lands a big shot. It's definitely not the boxing. This is definitely not the fight of the year, though.
That's the punch that Burchell, if you watch his fights, that he tends to get hit with. He doesn't defend well against the left hook. That was the punch that knocked him out early in his career when he had his first knockout loss. And Burchell needs to keep using the jab, try to get that left hook, put that hook in every chance he can get.
Burchell trying to close the gap. Does so with the right hand.
Yeah, man, Burchell, man, he having trouble.
I love the fact that Blaydes is not showing any kind of respect. So when they get close, he starts letting his hands go.
And on the separation, Burchell, wide swinging Blaydes trying to get away from it.
Burchell struggling, man.
I believe that Burchell's going to have runs that he tries to take within this fight. He's not just going to lay like
Oh. Oh. Dad. Uh-oh. Oh! This is an upset? Blaydes from the get-go looked like he was a better fighter. If not the left hook. Throw that uppercut. If he throw that uppercut was the one that got him stumbling. I'll give Burchell that. He got a chin, man.
Spectacular round and a shot comes in right at the. My, oh my, what do we have here, folks?
First Lewis does what he did to Blaydes. Now we got this. Broner. Look, man. Show up. Show up. You better show up. My bad, y'all. I was too close. Show up, Broner. You got to show up, man. It's been a hell of a fight. Blaydes versus Lewis was amazing. Salute to Lewis, man. You did a hell of a job. You were winning that fight, but you know he was waiting for you to do the takedown. You knew he had a counter for every time you did a takedown. So why try and force the takedown, especially in the open, especially in the middle of the octagon? Now, if a clinch against the fence, that's different. But just neck it like that. But great fight. You know, Robert Easter Jr. versus Ryan Martin. I thought that was a great fight. Wallen versus Brazil. You know, it did disappoint. It's okay. This fight right here, man, I didn't even know it was going to be on. I didn't expect nothing from it, but I'm watching it, and I'm enjoying it. And you're right, Snipers. If Valdez win, this ain't no upset. I wish I was still a betting man because I would have betted on Valdez because they're saying he was like a minus 250, minus 350 or something. Oh, my bad. They were saying Burchell was a minus 250 or 300 favorite. Burchell, man, he's too slow, man. He's too slow. He's too stiff. Oh, that left hook landed again. That left hook is landing every time on the top of his head. He's keeping that right hand too low.
Left hook to the temple, started it down the hill. You just heard. You gotta show me something.
Let me tell you this: when a puncher's hurt, when anybody says it takes the power off your shot, you don't have the same stick that you did before you got hurt.
Look at the control.
He got to take a chance. Because he's been the way he's been getting hurt, not because he's been taking a chance, but because he's been too safe.
He's putting on the performance of his life right now. Oscar Valdez, as he said he would.
Okay, now this is low ball becoming the fight of the year. If Burchell can withstand through all this, this is becoming the fight of the year.
From Valdez, Burchell stands up to it and looks to exchange. Maybe he's thinking that's one lottery and saying they left in those gloves. He comes forward now.
Burchell looks like he's a little bit back. Looks like he's back. Looks like he recovered. This fight's crazy, man. Look, he keeping them hands higher now. Looks like Burchell recovered. If I was Valdez, I would shoot that uppercut one more time. That uppercut was beautiful. I've only seen him throw it that one time.
Fighting on instinct. Needs to punch to get into the pocket, and he does. As he fires off the uppercut.
Burchell starting to get some momentum. Oh, triple left hook from Burchell. Nice recovery. I like it. That was a beautiful way to come back and show that you're still in the game. But the thing about Mikey Garcia, though, I didn't expect much from Mikey Garcia versus Vargas, is because one, Vargas, he's very aggressive, but Vargas isn't really known to have power like that. And Mikey Garcia, actually, he has a Mexican style where he comes forward, but actually he's a lot more calculated. He won't really engage in a fight unless it seems like it's a benefit for him. So I kind of expected that fight to be more of a comeback for Garcia, for him to kind of look a little bit better off that loss from, Earl. These are two motherfuckers who don't got nothing to lose. They don't got no type of name they're trying to uphold and trying to get a Manny Garcia, my bad, a Manny Pacquiao fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure still though Valdez is winning this fight. They haven't showed the cards, but Valdez should still be winning this fight from what I'm seeing.
If Valdez, you want to go back to what set up that good shot. Stop trying to just land it and set it back up. That's how you got the success you got early on. So go back to that, and maybe you can learn it again.
I'm hoping Valdez didn't give his all trying to finish Burchell in them early rounds because he's not coming forward the same way. I know he probably got hurt from that shot, but his output is a little bit different. So I wonder how much he really gave up in that flurry. Because I thought Burchell was done, man. So he probably thought the same thing. He might have, adrenaline dump. So he has to wait for a second win. And at this point, probably his third win. Because you see Valdez is the one holding a lot more now. So Santiago is now doing his ring walk. So the Broner fight is going to be soon. See, I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I can't understand it. Yeah, I'll give Burchell that. His recovery, the way he's came back from that, the way he's pushed the pace, that looked like it hurt Burchell a little bit though, right there. That right hook. He did a little bit of a stumble, but his recovery is impressive. Back of the head, I don't know about that. That was no back of the head. All right, so we got the Broner walkout coming out next. So we close. We almost at the main event. This is what we've been here for. Oh, Burchell is putting it on Valdez, man. I know a lot of them don't look like they landing clean, but still the pressure. It's interesting change in momentum and pace for this fight. Broner coming out quick, man. He not with the flashy shit. He ready to fight. I like it. He don't got nobody coming out with him. He don't got the song, nothing like that. He just coming out. Oh, baby, about Billions is back. So here we go. The Broner fight about to start, man. I'm with the Valdez fight. I'm still in here like 100%. You know what I'm saying? But all my favorite fighters. So I'm about to watch this. Good to see him back. They about to do the announcements. So here we go, man. I'm putting my attention on this. I'm gonna be right back. It's Snipers. I'm gonna be right back. Salute to the people, man. I'm gonna be right back.
scorecards for a technical decision. It's the main event, it's the fight spear, it's the classic Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the Mohegan Sun Arena here in Uncasville, Connecticut, as Premier Boxing Champions presents the feature brought to you by TGB Promotions and Showtime, sponsored by Geico. This bout is sanctioned by the Mohegan Tribe, Department of Athletic Regulations. The chairman of the tribe is James Gessner, Executive Director of Medical Missouri. Judges scoring for ringside, the state of Connecticut, Tom Carson, Glenn Feldman, and Peter Harry. Introducing our referee in charge of the action, who will be giving instructions after the introductions, Arthur Mercanti. All right, fans, here we go. The main event of the evening, 12 rounds of boxing in a welterweight special attraction. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the Fight Sphere, the Mohegan Sun Arena, it's showtime! Introducing you first on my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing blue trunks with green trim, hailing from Dorado, Puerto Rico. He weighed in at 145 1/4 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 14 wins, no losses, 1 draw, with 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight making his Showtime and stateside U.S. debut, here is the undefeated world-ranked contender, introducing Giovanni El Lobito Santiago. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, entering the ring wearing red trunks with white trim, fighting out of Western Florida by way of his home of Cincinnati, Ohio. He weighed in at 146 pounds. His record stands at 33 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, and 1 no contest, with 24 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, making his anticipated return to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, here's the popular and colorful former 4-division champion of the world, Adrien.
Do it. So I don't know if y'all seen this announcement for the fighters for Broner and Santiago, but Broner got a new trainer. He got a new trainer in his corner. I'm still over here watching Burchell versus Blaydes because stole from Blaydes. So it's hard for me to concentrate right now, but I'm versus Santiago as much as I can. But it's Blaydes Burchell fight crazy. Salute to the people, man. Hope y'all enjoying your Saturday. Because I am.
Years of pro experience, working his 361st pro bout on March 8th. It's the 50th anniversary of the biggest fight in history. Ollie Frazier won. The referee for that fight was Arthur Sr. And this might as well be the biggest fight in Adrien Broner's history. It's the return after.
Don't say this is Broner's biggest fight. Stop that. He fought the likes of Sean Porter. Pacquiao. Like, come on now. Let's go, Big Bro. Come on, baby. It's time. Let's see the news. Let's see the news. We need a knockout. We don't need patience. We don't need calm. We need a knockout. Come on, baby.
Santiago throws 42% of his punches to the body, and he's had several knockouts.
Beautiful counterpunch right there from Broner. His approach looks different. You see the hands are high. He's not coming out with the shoulder roll initially. Different approach right here. It's like he's in his own stance. I felt not for a long time, but for a short period of time, Broner went away from what made him great. It started being something he wasn't. I like how he looks like he's in his own. He's in his own bag right now. Now Santiago's undefeated, but I haven't heard of him. I've never seen him fight, but he looks in shape. He looks ready to go. Now I'm being a little biased, but he's not throwing much. So I do want to see Broner. If the one difference I would like to see from Broner and the way I would believe in him is if he initiates the offense. If I don't see him initiate the offense, I won't believe in him much, especially if he ends up getting a bigger fight after this, no matter what he does. If he wins off of counter punching, if he gets a knockout off of counter punching, depending on how the fight goes, I'm not going to have too much faith in Broner. But if he initiates the fight, if he initiates the offense, if he creates, then I'm gonna have some faith. But as of now, he's taking his time. He's being careful. It's the first round, so don't expect much. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over. Oh, it's over. Oh no, is that the round? Oh no, it's the round. Okay.
So clearly, as you point out, a feeling out round which they're both trying to figure out what the other guy has.
Of course, let's hope they don't shoot each other up for 12 rounds, because that can be the concern after. As we go into the final 35 seconds, we've heard all of the talk, and we know how much of a draw and attraction Adrien.
So Broner's being careful, and he has a new trainer. Brazil had a new trainer. We see a lot of people get a lot of new trainers. And what did I just say? I said it comes down to the fighter. It doesn't matter who's in your corner, who's training you. At the end of the day, when you get up in there, it comes down to the fighter and what he does and what he thinks he knows and what he's most comfortable with and what he thinks is going to get him to the win. At the end of the day, they're going to believe in themselves more than they believe in that trainer, no matter how far they took him. And right now, Broner, it's the first round. But, in this case, because I do believe Broner is on a whole nother level than Santiago, even though that might be disrespectful because you're like, you never heard of him, so you're saying that, but I do believe he is. I don't think the patience is necessary. We need to see something from you, especially if you want to talk about being mentioned and conversed in these different situations with these top welterweights right now. That's where the money's at. So the scorecards for top rank, they got Blaydes Blaydes 78-73 over Burchell 9-12. So it looks like Burchell's gonna end up losing this fight. He's gonna survive, but he's gonna lose. He looks stiff and he looks uncomfortable. What is that? Kev New York? Is it Kenny? Kevney? My bad, brother. I hope I'm not saying your name wrong. I'm gonna go with Kevney, but yeah, he looks stiff. He doesn't look comfortable. It looks like he's thinking before he does anything. He's thinking. Nothing's coming out really natural. He looks in great shape though.
He's a thinker. He's a fighter that likes to think in there. I don't want to belabor the point after, but it's not just that he started.
It's crazy though, watching like Robert Easter. His jab looked amazing. A far cry from the Bartholomew fight. Broner right now, he looks like he's trying to figure out what style he wants to be. I feel like he doesn't really feel comfortable. Feels like he's trying to do the style that he was training in with the new trainer that he has, and now at times he's feeling like he wants to go back to what he's used to. And I think that's part of the reason why he looks stiff. Okay, appreciate you, brother. You drop, yeah. Blaydes is gonna end up winning that Burchell fight. Excuse me. My bad, man. I'm such a Broner fan, man. I'm trying to see if there's anything different. My bad, y'all. I don't know why my allergies are going crazy right now. Because I'm like, what's disappointing me with this Broner Santiago fight is because I know like Broner is levels above Santiago and treating Santiago like he's a Madonna, like he's a Sean Porter, a Granados. And it's not necessarily because we can say he respects him to that level, because even though if he does, it's what he's become. He's become a strictly counter puncher, but to a fault. He doesn't mix up his offensive. It's like the only way he decides to create offense is if it's through counter punching. He doesn't even bait. He doesn't feint. He doesn't create traps. He just really waits for the other for his opponent to throw, and it's a terrible habit, man. And I don't know what he learned it from and how it happened, man. But because Broner, if you watch Broner coming up in the lighter divisions, man, he would create his offense. He would throw big shots. You know, the Maidana fight changed everything. You know, there's rumors or speculations going around that, you know, the fight against Maidana, you know, part of the reason why it did change his whole career is because Maidana's gloves were loaded. I'm not saying that. I've heard this. This is what, you know, his gloves were loaded similar to the Fury. I don't know any truth to this. I don't know if there's any basis or foundation, but either way it goes, watching this fight, watching Broner against someone that nobody necessarily knows or is aware of, it's sad. Because is anyone going to give Broner another chance after this fight? In this day and age, yeah. If you see, I think if any fighter went to kind of pick their name up, pick Broner to fight, but Broner would have to accept the contract. I think Broner probably denies a lot because I think he gets a lot across his table. Think about Crawford versus Broner. Crawford versus Broner would sell crazy, but Broner would probably get destroyed.
Let's give him a break. Let's give him at least 5 rounds. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt on Broner. You know, I think
the Broner fight, as of now, it's the third round. Third round. It's disappointing.
At least that's what I want to see.
In my opinion.
There's no right hand from Broner. That, of course, is his major power play. And he's trying to now sound up with the jab.
Broner isn't showing anything that makes me say, okay, he's about to come back strong. He's about to be on something new. He's not putting the combinations together. He's not initiating any type of offense. He's not working off his jab. He's not trying to get on the inside. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's just really looking to counter punch. He's looking for the opponent to throw something and him to respond. So even if he wins this fight, which he should, I wouldn't be surprised if something crazy happens and he loses. But even if he should, I'm not sold on Adrien Broner. I think Broner's career is done. He is who he is now at this point, and it's unfortunate. Even in this extent, he's still not throwing any punches, man. He's not throwing no punches. He hasn't thrown a combination. He hasn't put any combination punches together, and that's crazy to me. He's literally throwing one punch combinations, one hook, one jab, right hand. But he do all that. If you watch Robert Easter, man, Robert Easter looked amazing. Hey, if y'all up in here, man, y'all didn't throw no like, man. Throw a like. Hit the like button, man. Why ain't y'all hit the like button, man? Show some love. Hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Burchell was taking big hits. It don't surprise me, man. It don't surprise me. I hope brother's okay, man. And then brothers Blaydes is over there, man. He's celebrating, man. Got to calm down a little bit. I understand you expect it, but Burchell, Manny Pacquiao-esque right here, man. I won't lie, Pacquiao, because I was watching this Broner fight. But yeah, brother not moving. I clicked over. I just see him not moving. I just see him out. I ain't see the punch. Looked like it was crazy, huh?
Santiago's a decent ring technician, which he is. He keeps a good guard. He throws his punches well. So,
Burchell, my bad, Joe. Burchell is a warrior, though. Whew. He a warrior, man. Take a year and a half off after that, man. But That's one of them fights, man. It's gonna go with him for a long time, man. That's tough.
It's easy, man. It's easy. Come on. You gotta be careful. Give me some more. Give me some more. What type of water? Look.
And I want to say this right now. As much as I love Adrien Broner, it's unfortunate, but
You're working fine. You're working the way I want you to work.
even though he's young
Keep working the body on him.
in boxing terms, I think Broner needs to think about retiring. Maybe getting one more money fight, but I think he needs to think about life after boxing because
Hands up. Keep the hands up all fight. Keep working the body.
I hope he changes my mind, but he just doesn't look like. Yeah.
My own fair share of personal issues. I was very struck by Adrien Broner asking his trainer Stafford going, I won that round too, right? There was a bit of a
Oh, what's up, Martin, man? I ain't seen you in a minute. Right? How you been, dog? Yeah, Burchell was supposed to knock out Blaydes, but see, I didn't know much about this. I didn't know much about this fight, but me, as soon as I turned the fight on and I started watching it, I was like, Blaydes, excuse me, looks like the better fighter. And so for him knocking him out, it's like, man, I wish I was still a betting man. I'd have put money down. But Blaydes, if you're talking about the Blaydes fight, Martin, man, from the round one, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I was in and out watching it. I didn't watch it fully. Its snipers watched it more than me, but because I was watching the Wall in the Brazil fight and I was watching the Broner fight, but I still am. But Blaydes just looked like he was a better fighter. He was controlling the pace. You know what I'm saying? He hurt Burchell early, hurt him middle in the rounds, and then he ended up just blasting them in the later rounds. And literally, you know what I'm saying, Burchell's literally, you know, showing that he's okay and he's responsive. He's gonna have to take a lot of time off to recover from this because that was a disgusting knockout. I think if you want me to be real, if you probably ask him back, he's probably not gonna remember nothing after probably that second knockdown. Because really, they really honestly, if he wasn't the champ, if he was a challenger, they probably would have ended it earlier. Because you can tell, I feel like he was just fighting off of instinct after a while. Dude look out of it. The Broner fight, man, you're gonna be disappointed, man. At least I was. No disrespect to Broner. Broner's one of my favorite fighters. He still is, but Broner's showing me, man, he's the fight. He's over the hill, man. New trainer, anything. Show some love, y'all. Though, if y'all up in here, man, y'all ain't hit the like button, man. Show some love. Hit that like button. You heard me. Martin said, my countryman Otto Wallen did a job on Brazil. Stop 15 for Otto. Ortiz is next. Yeah, Wallen destroyed Brazil. If you would like, the total punch stats was like 230 something to like 90 or something. It was crazy. Wallen destroyed Brazil. It wasn't even close. Wallen versus Ortiz would be a hell of a fight. That'd be a tough fight for Wallen. Ortiz is a beast. I would watch that. But I think Wallen, I would like to see Wallen versus Andy Ruiz. What's funny is Santiago starting to get aggressive. He's not fearing Broner no more. And at some point, I figured that was going to happen. I'm like, is Broner's power real at 147? Because Santiago's starting to push the pace, man. What was that, late shot?
Listen, we're gonna act like gentlemen. It was a mistake. Same time as the bell. Touch gloves. I'm not gonna stand for this shit.
Ha!
Two punches after the round, and Santiago did what Evander Holyfield did in his first fight with Mike Tyson. He said, I'm gonna hit you back and show you I'm not afraid of the moment. Well, Santiago did some good body work in that last round. Now, when Broner got against the ropes, that's, you know, he goes upstairs, then he comes down with the right hand and the left hook. The right hand got blocked a little bit, but that's the template for Santiago. A second look at this, you see the right hand did in very well. The left hook semi-landed against Broner for Santiago. The second look at this, you see the right hand did right at the end of the round here. When they both exchanged it, Santiago said, I'll hit the end of the round. Well, I'll hit you.
referee deducting a point here. So Giovanni Santiago gets
Both of them. I'm happy you said that. I wanted to be respectful because I know you said you was your countryman, so I didn't want to say nothing. But yeah, Wallen was getting clipped by Brazil, and Brazil is slow as all get out. So if he fights Ortiz or Andy Ruiz, it's gonna be a long night for him.
Exactly, but when we saw it live, I really thought they both were pushing after the bell, and once Broner hit him, that's when Santiago responded.
I won't lie, man. Once again, Broner has disappointed me. I haven't even been judging this fight, scoring this fight. I know Broner's won some rounds. I think Santiago's probably slowly took some rounds, but the fact that this is even gonna, the way it's looking, is gonna go a 12-round decision from Broner. That's terrible. Similar to the JoJo versus, fight. But it's like, hopefully you wake up for a real opponent. But man, this ain't nothing you want to see, man. And Broner still don't be throwing nothing, man. He throws nothing. It's crazy. Yeah, man, absolutely, man. Salute to you, brother. Yeah, absolutely. You know they're gonna give the rounds to Broner, but I agree with you, man. Like Santiago looks like he's a competitor. Like he looks solid in this fight. And if I was Santiago, I would actually push the pace a little bit more. Because you know they're not gonna add you these rounds if you boxing with Broner. But at the end of the day, man, if you was watching this fight, familiar with boxing, you was a fan of Broner, you think Broner's a beast or whatever it may be, you would think Santiago was a good competitor because the way this fight is going. But it's like, nah, this is a late replacement fight. No one really knows who Santiago is. He is undefeated, but he hasn't fought anyone supposedly on the caliber or level of Broner. Maybe this is just someone. Broner's just not a 147. He's not a welterweight, even though Santiago was technically not a legit welterweight himself. Broner is who he is. Dude does not throw more than a 2-punch combination. I don't remember the last time I seen him throw a 3-punch combination, man. And he's like, Broner, you got great cardio. It's because the man don't throw. He's over here moving his feet. This is a terrible fight. Throw something, bro. Like, he's supposed to be a counter puncher, but he doesn't counter punch. You want me to be real? I totally forgot about Povetkin versus White too, because it's been postponed so much. Has that been confirmed? Because I remember, I remember at one point they confirmed it for 2021, but then at some point I remember Povetkin just like it would just went ghost.
I will stand by my original statement. Broner landed a punch after the round, and Santiago responded.
Evander Holyfield analogy.
Keep what I'm saying? The chair cook is going to be there all day night long, okay? But don't reach with the right hand. The right hand is there, but the hook is the famous one. All right?
Why don't they ever tell Broner to let your hands go? If I'm his trainer, I'm like, let your hands go, man. You gotta do more. You gotta let your hands go. You gotta do more than what you're doing. Yo.
Disqualification for the check hook, of course. Adrien Broner has had a disrespectful relationship with Floyd Mayweather with that check.
What's crazy is Easter versus Martin was the best fight of the whole card. It's like I always give Broner a chance, man. I'm like, let me watch this. It's gonna be a better fight. And I watch it, and I stayed up. I stayed up for this.
Santiago taking the fight to Adrien Broner here. 6th round, working the body. Mid-range leads with the left hook right after the body.
So what? They just ended up canceling the fight entirely? Because I'm like, I don't know what's going on with that. And if that's the case, then can we please? You know what's making me mad is they be talking about we have all these great heavyweights, but they don't fight each other. I'm like, why doesn't Joseph Parker fight Andy Ruiz? Why doesn't Dillian White fight Deontay Wilder? Luis Ortiz versus Joe Joyce, or Usyk versus Joe Joyce, Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, Luis Ortiz versus I don't know who Luis Ortiz is gonna fight. I'm gonna be honest with you. Broner's looking washed. Hit that like button, yo. If y'all ain't hit that like button, I don't understand. Show some respect. Hit the like button. It's free. It's free. And if you ain't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. Fluence Lounge, episode 7. We here. And I won't lie, this fight is boring. Broner, one of my favorite fighters, used to be one of my favorite fighters. Now, I never thought in my lifetime. This shows that I'm getting old. I'm getting old because I remember when Broner was exciting to watch, and now I don't even know what's before my eyes. When Robert Easter Jr. had the best fight of the card, I tell you this right now, I'm not watching a very good card. No disrespect to you, Easter. You a champion. You a beast. Yeah, that's right. For the hood. Yeah, the hood, no. Broner won. That's a fact. And the hood don't give 2 fucks either. The hood also know that motherfucker lost a lot of times. Not a lot of times, only 3 times, but that's crazy. You would think Broner lost like 10 times the way his career went. But the reason why motherfuckers are so hard on Broner because at one point he looked like he was gonna be in the top echelon, like he was gonna be in the top. Like if you look at Gervonta Davis's career, where he's at right now at 25, 26 years old, to where Adrien Broner was at 25, 26, Gervonta don't even touch Adrien Broner. Broner's resume, the things he accomplished, the belts he won compared to Gervonta at his age. But it's like the way it was managed after, that's where shit fucked up. And a lot of people don't realize that. Yeah, I hate saying Broner's washed because I'm like, at the end of the day, Broner beats any B level fighter. He beats any B plus level fighter. He beats any A minus level fighter. If Broner went down to if Broner disciplined himself to go down to 140, he's a champion again. But at 147, he can't. Nah. Wait, you lying? They showed the score. I don't know. I must have missed that. They got Broner down on the scorecards. That's crazy. They want this man to have a downfall then. Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. Your snipers. They got Santiago winning rounds. That's crazy. Now, see, I didn't know they was gonna go that far with it. Did they confirm Spence versus Ugas? By the way, if y'all ain't here, you ain't hit that like button. Come on, man. Show some love. Hit the like button. But if they did indeed confirm that, because if I don't know if y'all have heard or seen, but Terrence Crawford versus Manny Pacquiao looks like it's gonna be next. But Spence versus Ugas, I got Spence. Spence is gonna win that fight. You know, if you see the sparring matches that be popping up on YouTube with Teofimo Lopez and Ugas, and Teofimo be getting the better of Ugas. If Teofimo's getting the better of Ugas, Spence is gonna get the better of Ugas. That's no disrespect either. So to be honest, that's gonna be a good fight to watch, but not really a fight that necessarily I want to see. I could pass on that fight. Like when it's made, you're like, okay, I'll watch that. But if it wasn't made, you're not asking for that fight, if that makes sense. That's my opinion. Big Baby suspended. Big Baby's gonna be suspended till I think about like March of next year. So he'll be back. He'll be back probably like summer of next year, most likely. Big Baby. That counter right from Broner was nasty though. Okay. It's crazy they giving Santiago these rounds just because he's being more busier. Broner put something together, but it didn't land. It was useless. His trainer just said that it looked good, but it didn't connect. I mean, I haven't the whatever I'm watching. He ain't showed the scorecards or the broadcaster scorecards. So I don't know who they got winning this fight. I ain't been scoring it myself, to be 100 with you, but I'm interested in seeing because Broner has not been active. He has been landing the cleaner shots, and it is Adrien Broner. But if they're giving it to Santiago, they want to get Broner up out of here. That's what that means. Martin. I thought Ryan Garcia versus Pacquiao was almost a done deal, and Take will go down to 126 to challenge Russell. Who's next for Garcia? Nah. All rumors. The Pacquiao versus Ryan Garcia. That fell through. That ain't nothing real. By the way, if y'all ain't here, man, hit that like button, man. Show some love. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. But they're saying it's gonna be Pacquiao versus Terrence Crawford. Actually, I could pull up the latest boxing news of what's happening right now, man. Damn, Josh Kelly took that L, man. So Josh Kelly ended up being who they thought he wasn't. Okay, so you was right. Dillian White versus Povetkin is moved to March 27th. And the Rumble on the Rock and Gibraltar. Yeah, okay. So he was right. Damn, Josh Kelly got stopped. How's that? So I guess it hasn't been really announced who's Manny Pacquiao is going to fight next. But I'll say this: the Ryan Garcia versus Pacquiao fight did fall through. They were saying Pacquiao versus Terrence Crawford, a 60-20 fight or something. Appreciate the extra like, y'all. Throw another like, man. If y'all ain't throwing a like, man, it's easy. It's right there. You know what I'm saying? If y'all not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Fluence Lounge, episode 7. But, yo, let's go to boxing scene. How about that? That's unfortunate about Adrien Broner having a terrible fight. Yeah, nothing. I appreciate that. If snipers, man. My girl got that for me right there. Smooth, holds everything in there. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. People can't see what's in the cup, man. Salute and RIP to Pops. Pops always said, "Oh, let them know what you're drinking in the cup. Let them know what's in the cup." So, yeah. If y'all ain't hit that like button, hit the like button. I'm not gonna be on too much longer. I'm not gonna lie to you. As much as I love Broner, as much as I appreciate everything he's doing, it's 11 o'clock where I'm at, and he's just not doing enough for me to make me want to appreciate his boxing ability and making me, want to announce it, talk about it, and want to see this all the way to 12 rounds. He's just not doing that for me. And I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up losing this fight simply because boxing wants to get Broner up out of here. That's just how I'm feeling right now, man. Lewis versus Blaydes was an amazing fight, and I enjoyed it. Crazy knockout. I didn't even know about Valdez versus Burchelt, and Valdez showed out. The one fight I wanted to watch and enjoy, Broner versus Santiago, unfortunately ends up being the worst fight, surprisingly, even for this card. Easter, he showed out. Easter, I enjoyed that fight to the fullest because he really boxed. And Ryan Martin, even though you did lose, I thought you did a good job trying to push your pace and create your own offense. So it was enjoyable to watch, man. Other than that, Wallen versus Brazil, even though Wallen got the W, I didn't enjoy that fight. That wasn't a good fight. And so far, this fight is following suit to be even worse than that. So, no disrespect, but for me to want to watch this all the way to 12 rounds is crazy. Hey, Sniper, Broner need to work on his rapping. He done with boxing. Man, I'm telling you, man, go ahead, build that rap label. Build your outside ventures, or discipline yourself to cut weight to a lower weight. But this ain't it. This ain't it, man. I'm like, Broner, what's crazy is Broner hasn't changed paces once through at the same pace this entire fight. He's not even letting that. At one point, he didn't let everything out in the tank. He didn't slow it down. He didn't throw feints. Doing the same thing this entire fight. It's like it's sad, man. Broner's picking it up a little bit in these later rounds. I like it. $31 of 104 power punches to 76 of 196 to Santiago. It's crazy because they have not shown the scorecards on what I'm watching, but I'm like looking at those stats. Broner is losing, bruh. Broner is going to end up losing this fight. Do y'all think Broner's going to lose this? Did you hear Ryan Martin's training after 8 rounds? Honest man, fair play. Yeah, I listened to it. I agree with him. That's the type of trainer that Broner need. He need that trainer. Because I'm like, when he said that and he gave it to him, he brought more to the table. Ron Martin did more. It wasn't enough to beat him because at the end of the day, boxing is levels. It don't matter what you bring to the table. It doesn't matter how much effort you bring. There's levels to boxing. And Ron Martin wasn't on the same level as Easter. And at the same time, physical advantages, if you learn how to use your physical advantages in boxing, which means you're on another level because a lot of people don't learn how to do it, that's always going to be something that no one's going to – there's so many different aspects. So that's the type of shit that Broner needs in life. Because Broner out here, man, he's about to lose to Santiago. Because the fact that the fact that Broner's not even utilized is crazy to me. Jamal versus Triple G at this point in case right now, I got Jamal. If that happened maybe 2 to 3 years ago, I would pick Triple G. If you want to know something, this is I don't know what you want to call it, so I'm not even gonna try and call it. But I think Jamel beats Jamal Charlo, and I think Jamel beats Triple G. I think Jamel beats a lot of people. I got Jamel Charlo against a lot. If you see what Jamel did to Rosario, I get Jamel was boy. It's not Flu. You were so excited for this fight, man. This is bad, man. I feel sorry. Yeah, man. At least it's free though. at least it's free. I can't complain that much because it's free. But yeah, man. Terrible fight. I'm not gonna be able to finish this fight. I'm not gonna because I'm like it's 11-12 right now. I'm not gonna end my Saturday night on this. Like I'm trying to enjoy my night. I'm trying to eat some good food. Like Broner once again disappointed a brother. He disappointed a brother. It is what it is. I'm gonna be back next week. We got Canelo versus Yildirim. That's probably not gonna be a very good fight either. Canelo's probably going to destroy Yildirim, but who knows? You always know there's that once in a lifetime chance that something happens that you ain't.
Let's go back to round number 4. A point was deducted from Santiago for hitting late. And the explanation to his fight is yes, Broner may have punched late, but Santiago punched way late.
So they've deducted 2 points from Santiago because they know he's actually winning in the fight, most likely a lot of scorecards, and it's going to keep him from being able to win, or it's going to end up being a unanimous draw. He looks terrible. I am officially no longer a Broner fan. I'm off the bandwagon. Broner, I salute you. I probably, if you have another fight, I'll watch it, but at this point, even though you a young man in boxing, you're old, you're past your prime, you're done. There's nothing left in you, brother. That's crazy. That's how I know myself. I'm old. I've seen this man's uprising and his downfall. I never thought he would be at this point. I never thought it. Oh, I didn't even know. Oh, you're right. Joseph Parker's supposed to be fighting the dude. He's the dude who trains him is I didn't say his coach. I didn't even know he was fighting next week. Yeah, if it's not too crazy of a time, yeah, I watched that fight. And then I'm gonna watch the Canelo fight. I just hate shit like this. Like, there's been some great fights tonight. Blaydes versus Lewis was amazing. Berchelt versus Valdez was amazing. Wallen versus Brazil was very disappointing. And then Santiago versus Broner was even more disappointing. It's like it makes you forget everything you watched, all the goodness. It's unfortunate. But yeah, I'll try and go live for that fight, Martin. I will. I'll be the GOAT. But all right, look, y'all. Salute to the people, man. It's 11:15 where I'm at, man. It's crazy. I never thought I would say this. I never thought I would do this. Broner, one of my favorite fighters, been my favorite fighters since I don't know how long, man. I am not going to finish the live with Broner versus Santiago because, one, I feel like he's going to end up losing this fight. Two, I can't watch 2 more rounds from this man. And I just want to act like he never fought tonight. Is that disrespectful? Is that disrespectful? Is that disrespectful, y'all? Because I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it no more. I'm done. I can't handle it no more. Salute to you, Martin, man. I appreciate you. Big Bang Zang back in action next weekend. I'm going to check it out. Stay safe, man. I will. Salute to you, man. Drop that like button. If y'all ain't dropped the like button, man, I'm going to get up out of here, man. My allergies is going crazy. I don't know why, so I don't want to keep stiffing on the mic. Only fighters to win titles at 130, 135, 140, 147. Manny Pacquiao, Floyd, Oscar De La Hoya, and Adrien Broner. And Broner is crazy. They're showing him in the corner. He looks like he hasn't been hit. He looks like he's in great shape. He looks like he has everything to him, but he looks totally out of it. He looks like he's doing this shit just to make some money. He looks like he doesn't want to do that at all, man. This is sad to see. That's sad, man. I never thought I would see something like this. He doesn't even look like he wants to fight, bro. Like the way he's fighting and stuff like that, it's like he doesn't feel in danger. He doesn't think he's gonna get hurt. but he also looks like he don't want to fight.
The last rounds, you're right, Al. I mean, they're being close rounds, but Santiago is being the pressure fighter in those last rounds. But I think that Broner is being the most effective, especially with that jab.
It's crazy because Broner's talking head to the announcers because he hears them saying that he might be losing, and he's being more effective. But it's like you should have been doing this from round 6. You have all this energy, and you choosing to do this at round 11. I won't be surprised, man, if they give this fight to Santiago just to make Adrien Broner look like a fool. That's what I'm saying. Like, I won't be surprised if they give this fight to Santiago just to make Broner look stupid. Like, literally. Like, even though technically we've seen fighters perform the way Broner has performed against fighters who aren't on their level, and they give it to the fighters who they want to be the next big thing, or they want to continue to have a name, simply because even though you'd be like, okay, Santiago was pressuring the whole time, he has more, he landed more punches, but still at the same time, Broner, like, let's imagine Broner doesn't have all the reputation, all the shit he has. Broner, he was clean. He didn't get hit. Look at the way he looks in comparison to Santiago. He landed the bigger punches. They would make Broner win by unanimous decision if Broner didn't have the reputation he was. He was an up and comer, and he was fighting Santiago. But because Broner is literally someone that people hate, I will be interested to see what the scorecards are. Are they going to try and make this a close fight? Are they going to allow Broner to get the win? Are they going to make it possibly something that's controversial where he loses, a draw? Because the way that they're talking, they're making it seem like Santiago was winning the fight. Shout out Young Scars, man. What's good with it, man? And since I shouted you out, Young Scars, please hit the like button, man. Show some love. But yeah, shout out to you, man. That's why I'm gonna be interested. The post fight's gonna be everything, especially if Adrien Broner takes an L. It's crazy though because he has a new trainer, and it's funny because his Santiago, his trainer is telling him, let's knock him out, let's not leave it to a decision. Which was crazy is you would think he would tell him, hey, keep doing what you're doing, you're winning the fight, but he knows you're fighting Adrien Broner, so they can either go one or two ways here. They can give you the fight like you should have it, you win the fight, or they're gonna let Broner win by a split decision because you lost 2 points, which was some bullshit. There's no way he should have lost 2 points. Appreciate the extra light. Throw another light, goddamn it. 12th round. I said I was going to leave. I said I was going to go. Broner's my favorite fighter. I'm still here. That's the type of guy I am. And I hate it to a fault. I'm watching the 12th round. I'm going to watch this probably until they announce him. I don't even want to watch this fight or this round like that because I know Santiago's going to go crazy, probably win the round. I got to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. I appreciate that, young scars. I know I'm coming up in this back. I had to go use the bathroom real quick, man. 55 seconds. All I'm doing is I'm just waiting to see what they're gonna say when it comes to the actual live announcement. That's what I'm saying. They got to keep Adrien Broner getting W's. Adrien Broner is a money fight. It don't matter how trash he looks. Doesn't matter who he's losing to. Motherfuckers gonna watch when Adrien Broner is on the screen. So they had to take that 2 points away, which most likely will give Broner the win. And he shouldn't, because he's fighting Broner's fighting Santiago like he's fighting Madonna, like he's fighting Sean Porter, like he's fighting Mikey Garcia, like he's fighting Manny Pacquiao. Why are you respecting him to this level? It's ridiculous. And I'm like, was finishing on a stronger note. Look, Broner looks disappointed because he knows. I'm gonna be mad interested to see who they give this fight to. Hey, salute to you, Ruben Perez, man. I'm going to shout out RP Graphics all day, man. Salute, support that, man. And remember, man, hit that like button. If y'all ain't hit that like button, man, show some love. As always, man, you know what we do here, Fluence Lounge. Broner had 98 punches landed to Santiago's 207. He got outpunched 7-32 in the last round. So do you think they're going to give it to Broner, or is Broner literally going to take an L to Santiago? Not only going to take an L to Santiago, but Santiago is a late replacement to who he was originally supposed to fight. This is sad, man. This is sad, dude. Appreciate that extra like, man. Keep on them likes. Showing some love. I'm gonna be out of here pretty soon, but throw some likes before I am out of here, man. Like, man, think about it, man. I watched a trash fight. I watched 2 trash fights in a row, man. Even though I had a good fight going on the way. A 98 of 338 to 207 of 67, 697. What's even worse is Broner used to be accurate. He landed 29% to 30%. This is sad, man. Broner's gonna have to go ahead and retire. I think it's time for Broner to retire, man. That was sad to watch, man. If this is a draw, if this is anything other than Santiago winning, it's BS. And this is coming from a Broner fan for the longest. Santiago destroyed Broner. How does Broner look in sparring for him to think he's as good as he is? Like, when you watch this type of things, when they say things like boxing is a sweet science, it makes you really, is boxing really a sweet science? Or is boxing the last man's resort? Similar to MMA. Does boxing make it because boxing is still controlled? See, MMA is not controlled. If boxing was still controlled, there'd probably be a lot more athletic motherfuckers in boxing destroying these dudes who supposedly have been training all their life. Seeing something like this, I tell you, man, boxing is controlled. It shows you this is bullshit. Here comes the announcement. Broner lost. A unanimous decision. It should go to Santiago. If it doesn't go to Santiago, no one should trust in boxing. Whoa. Boxing is rigged, bruh. And I'm a Broner fan. Boxing is rigged. I'm a Broner fan. They had a unanimous decision to Broner, bro. Broner knows he shouldn't have gotten that. Broner knows he should not have won that fight, bro. It's snipers. You see that? That's crazy. Man, Broner is bought and paid for. You heard me? Don't ever tell me none of this shit is bought and paid for, bro. Bruh, it's snipers, bruh. How does someone land 200 plus punches and you only land 90 punches and you win? Yo, I'm a fan of Broner too. I've been a fan of Broner for I don't know how long, but Broner clearly lost that fight. It wasn't even close. I'm the same way. I'm the same way, bro. I'm the same way. I've been a fan of Broner for I don't know how long. Broner lost that fight. And it wasn't even on the fact that Broner landed anything powerful because he didn't. Santiago didn't land anything powerful. So with that being said, you have to go off the eye test and you have to go off the statistics. The eye test. Santiago was pressuring Broner and he was initiating offense the whole entire time. He was controlling the ring. Then when you look at the actual statistics, he landed way more punches than Broner at a higher percentage. This is why people don't watch boxing. And then based off of the commentary judge scorecards, they had Santiago winning 114 to 113. So they had it a close fight. I didn't even have it a close fight. No, I wasn't paying attention super close, but throw a like, y'all. If you ain't throwing a like, man, show some love. Bro. But I'm telling you, like, look, I love boxing to the max, and I really enjoy watching MMA. I enjoy trading it for the little time I did, but it's like it's hard for me to just stay. It's hard for me to just stay like just super into boxing when it comes down to that. Because one, it's not consistent when it comes to giving us the actual type of fights we want to see. Like the competitive level fights that we want to see, and two, when the moneymaker don't do what he's supposed to do, somehow they still find a way to win. That's crazy. My man Broner got work. I didn't see Broner throw no type of combinations in this fight. How do you not throw no combinations and still win? He threw a one-punch combination. He threw maybe a two-punch combination every now and then, but that's it. That's crazy to me. Show some love, y'all, man. If y'all ain't hit that like button, man. Look, man, I've been going live for 2 hours, man. This ain't my job. I don't do this just to get money. I do this for fun. So, man, show some love. Hit that like button, man. Because I'm telling you right now, as much as I wanted to get off live and stop watching this shit, it was like watching a train wreck, man. It was like watching a train wreck. It was like, to me, I was like, I'm about to see Broner take a L to a dude who's not only not heard of, but was a late replacement because of COVID. Similar to the Jojo Diaz fight. Similar, we've seen the same thing with the Jojo Diaz fight with his own. So, bro, Broner looked like he didn't even win the fight. When you were looking, the fight was done. When we were announcing the scorecards, and you seen his face when they said unanimous decision, he didn't think it was for him. He thought it was for Santiago. He got the same props. Still, he ain't throwing anything. And that's what confuses me. I'm like, he got the same props. He switched his trainer. A lot of people don't know this because his head trainer was still the same. But if you follow him on social media, which I do, he switched his trainers. Please throw a like button, show some love, throw that like button. But he switched his trainers. He had a new trainer. He was training different ways. This was supposed to be the brand new AB. This was supposed to be a different type of AB. This is supposed to be the I'm back type of AB. I'm in the 147 division. I'm making noise. I need the big money fights type AB. And I saw, in my opinion, probably the worst AB I've ever seen in my life. because you fought Santiago like he was Sean Porter, like he was Manny Pacquiao, like he was Mikey Garcia. Broner blaming it on not warming up. Oh, here we go. My bad. I ain't been listening to the post fight. My bad. But I see there's an interview with him.
Like I said, man, I gotta go home and assess my performance, but you know, I really didn't warm up that much. So later on in the fight, I felt warm, so I started picking it up and I started feeling good. Was he a tougher opponent than you?
What's going to be unfortunate for Adrien Broner is when he watches the fight back. Hopefully, he's going to have enough sense to either be like, look, I have to significantly change something, or I have to realize it's almost time. I need to take a couple more fights for me to get some money, some easy fights, 2 to 3 more easy fights. And then maybe after them 3 easy fights, I get that W, and then I take a big fight like against a Earl Spence or a Terrence Crawford, whoever it may be, take an L. But it's going to be the big payday, and I need to get up out of here because that man is not where he's supposed to be no more. No, he ain't going to be no champ fighting like this. He got to be fighting like this. He didn't throw no punches. He threw 90 punches to a 207. Excuse me. Let me correct that. He landed 90 punches, 87. Its snipers got it in the chat. 87 to 207. To a dude that nobody knows. Yeah, he's undefeated, but no one knows him. I love how Bruno keeps coming back to until I go look at my performance. When you look at your performance, you're going to be upset, man. And not only are you going to watch your performance, you're going to be upset. You're going to be like, I robbed that man, Santiago, of a win that he deserved, and possibly he should be the next big thing coming up in the welterweight division because he beat Adrien Broner. He's talking wild. He's talking super wild, bro. He's going to watch that fight back. He's going to take back a lot of things he's saying. He did not look good. Broner, 1, he's lucky he fights so cautious. 2, he's lucky he fights someone with some real power because all he needs is that one knockout loss to change all this because this man does not deserve to be in that ring with some high-level fighters no more. Respectfully. How is it a different AB though?
What happened was I only had $13 coming into this motherfucker fight. We just flipped that to about 13 million. So a lot of things gonna change. We gonna listen. I ain't gonna lie. For the rest of the weekend, we're gonna pop bottles, cash checks, and have sex. But on Monday, it's back to kicking ass and hitting bags though. Real talk.
And when you come back, the next fight is the next fight at 140.
The next fight, when I come back, hopefully it's COVID.
It's crazy he's talking like that, man. He literally lost this fight. It's crazy he's talking like he won this fight. He threw 90 punches to 200. Landed.
We'll wrap it up with this. What intrigues you when you talk about opponents going forward?
It's a lot of work out there at 140. And
140. Broner's going down to 140. He don't want to be at 147.
I'm definitely going back to the gym. And I'm looking forward to get one of them titles this year. At 140.
At 140. He said, I can't fight at 147. I'm going down to 140. Broner says, Cincinnati stand up. We back. Even though he took an L. A replacement, a COVID replacement, a 2 weeks last minute replacement, and he lost. All right, man. Look, I'm 2 hours, 10 minutes into this. I was supposed to stop like 10, 20 minutes. I appreciate y'all watching, man. If y'all ain't throwing a like, since I've been here, throw a like. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Salute to y'all. I'll be back next weekend. We got Canelo versus Yildirim. So I'm definitely gonna be watching that. I'm not sure what UFC fight's gonna be going on next weekend, but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be something because so far UFC has not missed a beat. So, the total recap: Blaydes versus Lewis, amazing. Valdez versus Belfort. Wait, let me make sure that's right. Hold on. Valdez versus Burchelt. Great fight. Easter versus Ryan Martin. Great fight. Wallen versus Brazil. Underwhelming. Broner versus Santiago. Straight robbery. Mexican King next week. Absolutely. So make sure y'all join me, man. I'm going to be back next week. As always, Fluence Lounge. You know what I'm saying? This is episode 7. I appreciate y'all. Episode 8 next week, man. We're going to get it. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. Enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. I'm going to get up out of here. Once again, hit the like button if y'all ain't hit it. Subscribe to the channel if y'all subscribe. This is what we do. We chill. Enjoy. Talk shit. Watch fights. I'm out of here, man. Salute.